Flight attendants. What's the most entitled behavior you've seen from a passenger? Working first class on international flights, I've seen it all, but nothing compares to what happened with passenger 4A, who I now call the Queen of the Skies. This woman literally tried to get me fired because I wouldn't kick another passenger out of first class to make room for her designer handbag. I knew we were in for trouble when she boarded wearing what looked like $50,000 worth of jewelry and immediately demanded to speak to the person in charge. I plastered on my best customer service smile and approached her. She pointed to the overhead bin above her seat where another passenger's carry-on was stored. "Remove that immediately," she said, not even looking up from her phone. "My Birkin needs its own space. It's worth more than your annual salary." I explained that all passengers were entitled to overhead storage and suggested we could safely store her bag under the seat. She acted like I'd suggested she eat off the floor. "Do you know who I am?" She pulled out her phone. "I have over 2 million followers. One post about this airline's horrible service and your career is over." The other first-class passengers were watching now, including Pete in 4B, whose bag she wanted removed. He was a quiet older gentleman who'd been nothing but polite during boarding. I stood my ground politely, quoting airline policy. She demanded my full name and employee number, which I provided without hesitation. That's when she played her trump card. "Fine, I'll just put it here then." She yanked Pete's bag out of the bin and dropped it in the aisle. The bag burst open, spilling its contents everywhere, including what looked like medication bottles. Pete jumped up. "Those are my heart medications." I helped him gather his things while calling for backup. The woman just smirked and placed her Birkin in the now empty bin. What she didn't know was that Pete wasn't just any passenger. He was our airline's former CEO, still on the board of directors. He'd always flown first class, but insisted on being treated like any other passenger. He pulled out his phone and made a single call. Within minutes, our current CEO was on speakerphone at the gate. The woman's face went from smug to shocked as she learned who Pete was, then pale when she discovered she'd been filmed by 3 other passengers during her tantrum. The videos showed her deliberately damaging Pete's property and endangering his health by tampering with his medications. That's a federal offense. Air marshals escorted her off, despite her crying about her followers and threatening lawsuits. Her designer bag was carefully removed and searched as per security protocol, revealing it was actually a very good fake. That detail somehow made it into the news coverage. Pete insisted on taking his original seat. During the flight, he shared stories about entitled passengers from his CEO days. My favorite was about a woman who demanded we turn the plane around because she forgot her emotional support peacock in the terminal. The best part? The woman was banned from our airline for life.